everyone, Allegra Miller here to share with you the astrology for February 11th, 2021, the energy of the new moon in particular, and the essential oils that will be helpful in making the most of this new moon energy. So for simplicity's sake, I have divided the oils into two categories. Basic category for those of you that maybe just are getting started with essential oils, got an enrollment kit, that kind of thing. You're likely to have at least one of the following oils: doterra balance, frankincense, and breathe. In the specialty category, for those of you that are more advanced and have more oils in your arsenal of support to work with, the oils I've chosen for this energy are DDR Prime, Cellular Complex, also a blend called Stronger, which is also known as Protective Blend in the Kids Collection, and Green Mandarin. So let's first talk about the new moon in general. The new moon is when the sun and the moon align, and the sun is shining behind the moon, blocking us from its view. This is the start of a lunar cycle. It is an excellent time for new beginnings. This new moon is in the sign of Aquarius, which I want to kind of put things all in context and go back to some of the things I mentioned in the December 21st video relative to the Jupiter-Saturn shifting out of Capricorn, and overall us moving from this 200-year cycle of earth-based energy to a new 200-year cycle in air. And this is a fundamentally different energy than obviously anything we've experienced yet in this lifetime. So it's important to take that into consideration as we go into a new moon in an air sign. And anyway, I'm going to get into the specifics of that. But so Jupiter Saturn shifted out of Capricorn into Aquarius in December. Charikla went into Aquarius in January. In February, Sun, Mercury, and Venus are all in Aquarian energy. So let's talk about Aquarian energy. This moon, both the sun and the moon are in Aquarius. 6 planets are in, is that right? 6 planets are in Aquarius right now, which is really unprecedented. To my knowledge, we haven't had this many planets in Aquarius since the early 60s, which was like the beginning of the hippie movement and all of that. So that was obviously telling relative to the type of leap of consciousness that took place then. Right now we've got 8 planets that are fixed, 6 planets in Aquarius. Aquarian energy, let's talk about it. Masculine, fixed, air. It is the sign of the water bearer. It is the humanitarian of the zodiac, the visionary of the zodiac. It represents awakening, scientific advancements. It correlates to advancements in technology and travel. The Aquarian age is overall associated with tremendous advancements, probably in space travel and communication. It's a mental sign, Aquarian energy, so very intellectual. And I think that with this air energy that we're going into, especially all of this Aquarian energy, it's really going to take the alternate currency market probably to the next level for a variety of reasons. This will be advancements in technology overall. On the negative side, the shadow aspect of Aquarius is the intellectual component. They can be very head-oriented, and so we can feel this. It's not a matter of it's that we're going to be under the influence of this energy. It can make us very mental and caught up in our mind to a degree that we're not really present sometimes to what's going on around us, and it can be like your own little world energy a bit. And Aquarian energy can be kind of stubborn. As much as it's the visionary and the sign of the awakener in the zodiac, there's an aloof quality to them that makes them kind of seem sort of hard to reach. But a lot of that is that they're really in their head and self-oriented. Anyway, let's talk about, it's ruled by Uranus, which is unexpected energies. So with all this Aquarian energy, there could be a likelihood of earthquakes, volcanoes, unexpected earth things, Wi-Fi blackouts, that kind of thing. And then it's important to keep in mind with this new moon all these squares that I have been talking about over the last few weeks. We have Mars, Uranus, Black Moon, Lilith squaring the planets in Aquarius. And to refresh your memory on what that means, a square is a tense opposition. It's two confrontational energies. And it tends to be very polarized, divisive kind of energies. So it is important to note that in March, for a variety of reasons, energies will shift and things will seem much less constricted. And one of the big reasons for that is that Mars will be moving into Gemini, another air sign from Taurus. Anyway, and that will be the end of that square aspect. Mars will form a trine to Jupiter and Saturn, which is a harmonious aspect. And that, again, will allow things to move forward more easily and fluidly. So the new moon in general is a time to take some of these, especially with all the other aspects of Aquarius right now, under the influence of us and the whole, to really awaken from the way that we've been doing things and look into where we are at the beginning of this moon cycle, knowing that we're really at the beginning of this 200-year cycle, and having this, utilizing the Aquarian capacity to self-reflect and awaken from old paradigms to step into the new. A lot of the energies at this new moon are old paradigm versus new paradigm, and really stepping forward into an unprecedented reality in our own expression and our own path, really taking all the lessons that we've been learning for our lifetimes thus far and beyond, and course correcting, with this reflective energy, course correcting, and now setting both intentions and beyond just an intention setting, planting seeds of intention is kind of the classic new moon tagline. But I would say to also set new moon attention, because attention, where we put our attention is where energy goes. And so really having this be an opportunity to awaken from the status quo of our lives, the way we see our lives, the way that we've been taking action, and look at what am I creating in life, what's working, what's not working, erasing what's not working, and trying something fundamentally different and utilizing this new air energy. Air is very quick, high-paced energy, and this new moon is particularly powerful because Mercury is at 16 of Aquarius, which is related to these flashes of insight and sort of a revolution in the way that we do things. And wherever 23 degrees happens in your chart is particularly pertinent to this new moon, because Jupiter will be moving over that degree 3 times. And that is going to make whatever intentions we're setting extra lucky, extra magical. And so it's extra important with this new moon to be clear on the intentions we're setting. I do want to, yeah, so on February 11th, one thing that's important to point out is that there is a very sweet conjunction happening that day between Jupiter and Venus at 12 degrees Aquarius. And this will further empower success. It will help keep us in an air of positivity. And the new moon is happening exactly at 2:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 23 degrees, 16 minutes of Aquarius. So that's where you're going to look and see where does 23 degrees happen in your chart, and know that Jupiter is moving over that degree 3 times. So in terms of the oils, I have chosen Breathe, which is going to help us breathe in life and breathe out life. So breathe out the old, breathe in the new. It will help to diffuse some of these square energies that are in the mix that I talked about. So how do we use Breathe? Breathe is going to be in the diffuser. Breathe is going to be used topically and aromatically only. You can put Breathe topically on the bottom of the feet. On the hands, you can make a little huffing device. And in this case, I would say Breathe and Balance would be a good one. With all this air energy, especially right now, oils are extra important at grounding us into the energies of Earth and having us be rooted and more balanced. So anyway, Balance and Breathe are on my hands. I'm going to rub my hands together, cup that over my nose and my mouth without touching my eyes. Take some deep breaths in through both the nose and the mouth. Balance will help keep you grounded as you get clear in this new moon energy. Breathe will help keep you more focused and grounded. It's got lemon and peppermint in it, which are great for focus. Melaleuca, which is good for cutting off energies that no longer serve you. As we go forward into this new moon cycle, it's important to leave behind what is not coming with us in the new moon cycle. So Melaleuca is helpful at cutting off energies that we've evolved out of. Cardamom is going to keep our emotions balanced. It's going to help keep us from getting into some of those divisive square energies that I mentioned. And anyway, this will just help you breathe in the new life, breathe out the old life. And that's a good meditation for the new moon. If you're not into meditating, just simply breathing with that intention in mind, breathing out the old, breathing in the new, and that can be powerful. Anyway, Balance on the bottom of the feet, breathe in the bottom of the feet. Alternate nostril breathing with Breathe is really powerful in conjunction with meditation. And then frankincense I chose because it's a powerful oil at cutting off clearing discordant energies from us, at helping to distill truth from false. It's helpful at just clearing our energy field so that we can go forth in a newer, higher vibration. Frankincense is very powerful at helping to align us with source, increase frequency really quickly. How do I use frankincense? I always use frankincense in my skincare, which is amazing for that. But on another note, I would put it on my thumb, put the thumb to the roof of my mouth, rub that in. And I know it looks strange, but hold that to the roof of your mouth. And that's going to be a quick uptake to the centers of the brain where the frankincense passes the blood-brain barrier very quickly. So that will be really good for centering you, clearing you. As you write your intentions, this is a good time to write clearly the intentions that you have for this moon cycle, yes, but also to Go back to your year cycle plans, your 5-year plans. I mean, especially with that thrice Jupiter energy, it's especially important to be clear with your writing. So, okay, in the specialty category, I mentioned Stronger. Stronger is topical and aromatic only. Stronger has Litsea in it, which is very good for manifesting and for connecting an added dose of magic to our intentions, and more powerfully in manifesting with velocity, which is an important aspect with this air energy. Things happen much more quickly, so be very aware of what you're thinking, speaking, writing relative to this next life cycle. Cedarwood is in this, which will make you feel more deeply connected to the whole, deeply connected to the field, to the unseen and the seen. It also has frankincense in it. It's just a really nice one for grounding and manifesting. DDR Prime is the next oil. I would be taking this internally. This has lemongrass and clove, which are really good for clearing us and cleaning us. And I think of DDR Prime as like a Control-Alt-Delete in our expression. It is really going to help us course correct and distill what works from what doesn't work and get on with what works, and editing our expression according to the next most aligned step. So DDR Prime, you can put it in your drink. It is kind of strong, so it's not for everybody, but if you don't like it in your beverage, you can take it in a veggie cap. You can also put it in your diffuser. Again, though, when you're taking oils internally, they are going to be different when you're taking them internally than just topical and aromatic. DDR Prime does have some things that can have a little bite to them, I mean a little sting. If anything is too much on your skin, always put oil on it, not water. But this is a good one for the bottom of the feet, back of the neck. Maybe patch test it just to see how sensitive you are. It's the clove in it that can create some clove and what else is in it? Oh, the lemongrass. But lemongrass is very good at clearing. Litsea is very good at helping to manifest with velocity. And both of those are in here. So frankincense is also in here. It's wild orange, which is a mood elevator. Anyway, it's good stuff. And then the next one, the last one I'm going to share about, is green mandarin, which will help get you oriented into a frame of mind that is very optimistic, very glass half full, childlike in your dreaming capacity, so that you can really be creating from a higher frequency place, with more innocence. It's green mandarin really helps you get into the energy of anything's possible, and it helps you co-create with more childlike innocence, that's less based on wounds of an old wounds or adult fears that have been created because of our experiences. This helps you kind of get into that anything's possible Walt Disney kind of mindset. So green mandarin can be taken internally. I like to put it in my water. Again, whenever you're taking oils internally, do make sure it's glass, not plastic. Green mandarin on the bottom of the feet in the diffuser. And then any of the oils that I mentioned in DDR Prime, if you don't have DDR Prime, you have some of those like clove and lemongrass. All of those are good. But anyway, I think that's going to cover everything I'm going to share. Happy new moon, and enjoy this energy, and enjoy whatever your ritual is. This is an excellent time to utilize the tools of nature to help us ground with all this air influence. The oils are extra important. So thank you for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of that. Much appreciated. Please reach out if I can be of service to you in your journey. Not only do I sell doterra, I also offer naturopathic consultations and bodywork and also life coaching sessions. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.